Why are we talking to Skinner?
Principal Skinner! Aliens are distributing deadly lasers all over Springfield. We gotta warn everybody.
All we've got to do, young man, is get that illicit goo-gaw out of your hands. Clearly, you forgot the school's zero-tolerance policy on lasers.
Okay. So we went to Skinner just for this padding mission.
Take that.
Eat asphalt, asphalt.
And... okay, this isn't as bad as that time I had to destroy an armoured truck with Snake's little bandit.
You a new one.
But this is still not a car designed for destruction. And Skinner's car seems to have a lot of defense for some reason.
Fire in the hole.
Eat asphalt, asphalt eaters.
Oh, come on.
Out of my way, man.
Why is it vehicles... the roads are very sparsely populated until I actually need to get somewhere, in which case suddenly everything's a pile-up.
I'll educate you a new one.
There we go, decent damage.
Fire in the hole.
Time to lay some rubber down.
Take that.
I suppose it's part of the reason why, as far as sandbox goes, more often than not, I'm mostly only interested in superhero sandbox. Because usually a superhero sandbox game requires more engagement than just driving everywhere.
My dad will pay for all the damages.
Take that.
I mean, the best example is Spider-Man. Always will be. The web swinging is engaging, requires your attention pretty much all the time. Blanking out isn't really something you can do. You can go on autopilot, yeah. But you can't just hold the button and point in a direction and occasionally turn. There's a problem I had with Shadow of War as well. Middle-earth Shadow of War.
Fire in the hole.
The method of travel for that was running across fairly sizable maps. Just running everywhere. And it's like the main incentive to unlock all the fast travel points as early as possible, because it's really boring. Okay, come on, I need a good hit.
Hey, slower traffic to the right, please.
There we go.
Oh man, that's such. Now show the proof to Krusty. And if he doesn't believe me now, I'll fry his butt.
So, again, what was the point of that mission? Show it to Skinner, Skinner takes it, we take it back, and nothing's accomplished? That really is padding. Yeah, I really would have been interested in the sequel this game never got, though. The idea of them making it much more open world and everything. Probably building off this, which... there's a solid enough foundation here, and like I said, when I was younger I really enjoyed this. I played through this multiple times. The problem was probably just that I'm older and crankier. Who knows? Oh, it's Kearney. I was like, who the hell is that? That's too short to be Homer. Yeah, it doesn't quite look right for Dr. Marvin Monroe.
Mine! All mine!
Hey, Krusty.
Krusty, I've got proof now. See this laser gun?
Well, what do you know? You were telling the truth. You've taught this old clown a lesson. And blah, 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 etc., etc., stay in school. I just wish you told me before I let them set up those free laser gun stands.
Oh man, I better get some heavy artillery if I'm gonna take out that much private property. Kearney should have something good.
600 coins. Wonderful. I don't know, I mean, I feel like Sandbox is definitely overdone these days. Maybe that's part of my issue with it. I mean, if there's any one company that really overdid it, it was Ubisoft. I mean, they overdid it to the point where there's such a thing as the Ubisoft sandbox game, because in the end they kind of only had one. You play Assassin's Creed, you play Far Cry, you play Watch Dogs. You knew exactly what the sandbox was going to be. This game really isn't built for platforming, and it has way too much stuff locked behind it. To be fair, mostly optional, but still. Like, yeah, you want your optional stuff to be a little trickier to get to, but not because the game isn't designed for the movements required to get to it. Well, that's probably it for Crusty Loose Studios, unless I manage to find another little building I can go into that might have something.
I don't remember these being here before.
I destroyed those 2 cameras at the Duff Brewery. But maybe there's something else there. Let's go take a look. You know, I've been thinking, like, we're almost done with this game. This is the penultimate level. When this is finished uploading, I might go back and do this for stream. I not replay the game or anything, but like do some of the optional stuff, some of the extra missions and stuff.
This is too cool for school.
Because we only did the extra mission for the first level. Collect some of the cards, that kind of thing. Well, that was stupid. Alright, you know what? Never mind. The cards don't get you any money anyway. I don't know, we'll see. I mean, once Ocarina of Time finishes going up, which it'll finish going up before this part goes up. Although this LP should have started before it finishes. And once that's done, I really do want to do Wind Waker for stream. I've done a bunch of Zelda games in the past year. I mean, there was the full playthrough I recorded of Link to the Past that never got uploaded. There was the stream I did of it. The stream I did of Ocarina of Time. The stream I did of Majora's Mask, and the playthrough I did of Ocarina. And now I'm going to be doing Wind Waker. There's a lot of Zelda. And honestly, I'm not tired of it. I mean, like I said, by the time this part goes up, the Ocarina playthrough will be done. I had so much fun with that playthrough. It's the most fun I've had with that game in years. I am totally ready for more Zelda like that. I really hope Nintendo puts Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD on Switch. I mean, I guess not really for any real reason, though. I mean, early on, my big thing with the Switch was like, oh, great, console games portable, and that's always something I've been on board with. Like, when I first got my PSP, it was like, oh, PS1 games portable. And, like, that was a big deal. Like, the first PS1 game I played on the PSP was Final Fantasy VII, and that was such a big deal for me. And then there was stuff like Metal Gear Solid, like some of the big classics that I really enjoyed growing up. Metal Gear Solid. Wasn't there another one? No. Huh. Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy VIII. Crash Bandicoot 3. Then I got my Vita. And one of my favourite things with that was the Metal Gear Solid HD collection. The next generation.
Hello, drivers. Got a little situation here.
After PS1. Portable. And I loved that. Persona 4 Golden, portable. Like PS2 games, portable. Persona 4 Golden, Sly Trilogy. Really wish there would have been more PS2 stuff on there. And, you know, then the Switch comes out, it's like hybrid console portable, play console games portable, and I was really on board with that. But the Switch is not as portable as Nintendo makes it out to be. Yeah, you can pick it up and take it anywhere, but it's bulky handheld. It's pretty heavy as well. It's not comfortable to hold for an extended period in handheld, unless you've got some sort of grip. Like a grip to put around it. Hey, Kearney.
Kearney, I need to do a lot of collateral damage in the minimum amount of time.
I've got just the thing. I've got a car that was owned by a super villain. He used it to conquer the East Coast.
Yeah, I forget, was this car actually in the Hank Scorpio episode?
Bart Simpson at your service.
Huh. I hope it's got a lot of armor. Oh well, I guess it doesn't actually matter because we could have really done this with any car. Yeah, as opposed to some of the previous missions where we really needed a vehicle that could do destruction, and we didn't get one. You know, I'm beginning to have the feeling this is going to be a tricky mission, looking at the timer. What was I saying? Yeah, the Switch, like, it's portable, yes, but it's also not very comfortable portable. Like the Wii U gamepad. The Wii U gamepad got a lot of criticism when it came out for its size, as a controller and everything. The Wii U gamepad, though, as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, the Wii U gamepad is way more comfortable to hold than the Switch in handheld.
Bring it on, suckers! Out of the way, wannabe! Take that!
So we get back to the point I started with of, I want Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD on Switch, but it's mostly for the idea of it.
Eat my dust, dust eaters.
Because, like, there's not really a reason for me to have them. I have both of them on Wii U, because of course I do.
It's all good. Gimme! All for Bart! I blame his computer navigation system. I mean, there's more?
And I'm probably not going to play on portable.
Time for some road rage.
I mean, part of the issue is, like, the price of the Switch. I'm always really antsy about actually taking it out of the house. It's not something I'm going to play in a box. The damn thing's like £300 almost. I'm not taking that out on a box.
Watch it. Mine, all mine.
I'm not taking it out in a park. I mean, I don't go to parks, but still. You know, the point stands. Oh, come on, no. Come on, we can make this. No, come on!
Boring.
You know, these hints feel really pedantic.
Fine by me. Eat asphalt eaters.
Watch out, Robbie.
Yeah, it's an expensive system. It's probably the heaviest handheld I've got.
Whoa, got him.
I mean, to be fair, I don't have something like a Game Gear or an original Atari Lynx, because why the hell would I have an Atari Lynx? And that was a bulky system, maybe that's around the same weight or heavier.
I didn't do it.
But you know, it's also worth noting that the Atari Lynx was heavily criticised for its size and general weight and everything. Okay, try not to hit anybody else, or anything else. And again, it's just not comfortable to hold. Oh, come on. It's just not comfortable to hold.
You're all mine.
Well, that seemed irritating. And like the idea is really nice, portable Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. But there'd be several issues. One, the issue with the Switch itself. Two, the issue of Nintendo releasing Wii U games ported to Switch for full price. And I'm not paying full price for these games again. I did that with Mario Kart 8. When I got my Switch, I got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It was basically full price. I had Mario Kart 8 on Wii U. And since then, I've basically refused to buy most of the other ports. I got Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, but I got that cheap.
You think I'm scared? You thought wrong. Time to lay some rubber down.
Great. I look forward to the next time I have to buy something.
Gimme. Oh, why didn't I just do this in the first place?
Why didn't I know that showgirl last night was a guy? Hindsight's always 20/20.
I am the
Okay.
king!
Why Krusty Burger? Well, like there's
Attention cars! 10-year-old hitchhiker.
a bunch of
needs
problems.
a
I'd like to get Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze for Switch.
ride. Jump to light speed.
I've got it for Wii U. I got it cheap. I don't want to go out and pay £45 for a port. I don't care how funky mode is. Same with Mario, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Like, when I got my Wii U, I got New Super Mario Bros. U, brand new, the Nintendo Select version, so it came with New Super Luigi U anyway. That was £20 brand new because it was the Nintendo Select version. And Nintendo puts that out on Switch and says, oh, you can play as Toadette now. That'll be full price, please. And it's like, really? Also, wasn't New Super Mario Bros. U a launch title for the Wii U? But yeah, you know Nintendo's going to put it out at full price. Oh, I think this is the last mission in this level.
Dad, the aliens have taken over the Duff Brewery and they're using it to store laser guns. Oh, never in my life I've ever had to do so much explaining.
What? This is Duff's worst disgrace since Duff Ice. It's time to use my secret weapon. Remember when I told you I sold my old car so you could go to college?
Yeah?
It was a lie.
Yay, tough luck, Swarthmore.
Okay.
Piece of cake. Cake.
No problemo.
Wait, Kang and Kodos are in that car. How do they fit? Are they wearing the President skins again?
Eat my dust, dust eaters. You're all mine.
2, 4, 6, 8, you suck, I'm great. Da, 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 da. You are the one I hate.
Whoa, wicked.
Ow, my neck!
Oh, this is going to be nasty.
Learn to drive, you dumbass. I'm a lean, mean.
Oh, well, thanks for breaking that for me.
thingy.
Aw, loser.
Does this... There we
Use
go.
the cheat code. And people say I'm slow.
Well, you know, the AI
It's an insult.
probably would have won
Please
if
don't
they weren't
sue.
so stupid.
Ow, my ass!
I really
Hey,
hate
what's up
driving
with
along
that?
the wall. So hard not to get hit and run.
We're number one. We're number one.
Oh, yeah.
Well, here we go.
The lasers were only the beginning.
Even now, our all-purpose evil cola is spreading underground through your water supply. It will wake the dead. Zombies will rise from the grave and devour the living.
And our ratings will rise. Rise to levels unseen since the heyday of Evening Shade.
Okay.
Man, that sounds cool. I mean, oh no, I hope their plan fails. Who am I kidding? Zombies eating brains? Oh, this is gonna rock.
Well, that happened. Oh, well. Time for the final level. I'll be saying it's the worst disgrace Duff's had since Duff Ice, but surely the worst disgrace Duff had was when they did the non-alcoholic Duff. That was a good joke.